Hello Instagram, what's up? Can you guys hear me? Is there anyone online? Let's have some nice conversation with a very successful man. Hello Jake, hello Valenjaf, how are you? Guys, can you hear my voice? Is there? Hello Kak Borwa, welcome. Hello brother. Can you guys hear me? Is my voice clear please? Welcome Mr. Areen, welcome Hastiar. It's amazing to see you guys here. Guys, you haven't seen my my English energy yet. Like, I'm so energetic when I talk in Kurdish, but I'm way more energetic when I speak in English. So tonight is going to be very amazing. Tonight we have a very special guest. Okay, it has been tea with Zəngin, but tonight it's going to be very different. First, it's going to be in English. Secondly, we are going to host one of the very greatest entrepreneurs in the US. He's from California. His name, David Meltzer, is the co-founder of Sport One Marketing and former CEO of the renowned Lee Steinberg Sport and Entertainment Agency, which was an inspiration for the movie Jerry Maguire. Okay. David has been recognized by Variety magazines as their Sport Humanitarian of the Year and awarded the Ellis Island Medal of Honor. This one is very important. I'm going to read about David. His life mission is to empower over 1 billion people to be happy. Happiness is his message. That's awesome. His simple yet powerful mission has led him on an incredible journey to provide one thing, which is value. Value makes the difference. In all this content and the communication, that's exactly what you'll receive. As a part of the mission, for the past 20 years, he has been providing free weekly training to empower others to be happy. That was a simple introduction about this great man. Guys, you are gonna hear more about David Meltzer. He has been one of my source of inspiration of all the time, source of learning, source of understanding what value means actually on social media. I've seen so many good things from David Meltzer, but I'm not gonna say a lot about him. Let's all know him. Please help me welcome Mr.
Hey.
Hello, David Meltzer.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing awesome. We are really honored to thank you very much in advance for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be with you, and I am here to hopefully drop a few nuggets to help people inspire themselves and others to simply be happy, which means to me, let's make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's your greatest motto. Thank you very much for your time. I really admire the humility in you, Mr. David Meltzer. From your busy schedule, you found some time for us. Thank you very much. I just want to know, have you ever heard of Kurdistan earlier?
Oh, I certainly have, and I've been blessed to travel and speak around the world, and I can't wait till COVID allows me to meet everyone there in person. And I believe your tree has no branches. One branch does not go to war against another branch. And as I travel the world trying to connect not just my own country, but the entire world with the collective consciousness of being happy and abundant, of helping people, being kind, doing good deeds.
Hope to see you soon in Iraq or in Kurdistan, anywhere. Even if you come to Dubai, that's the nearest place I think you can visit. We will be really glad to see you there. Mr. David Meltzer, because we don't have so much time, let's go deep into our main topic. By the way, coming to our life and being able to hear us here, I just wonder, is it a part of your process of making 1 billion people happy, or it's a part of the process of jab, right hook process?
That's so interesting. You know, I do a lot of work with Gary as well. For me, I'm looking for 1,000 people that I can teach. I have daily practices. I do free trainings. I give a lot of content online for free, you know, just like Gary does. Gary and I work closely together. We collaborate. So for me, I blend both. I use the jab, jab, jab hook process to empower people to find the 1,000 people out there that will impact 1,000 people to impact 1,000 people. 1,000 times 1,000 is a million times 1,000 is a billion, and it takes time. So all of the different things, the jab, jab, jabs to me represent planting under trees that I may never sit on, but I know what I say today may resonate with you today, a week from now, a year from now, or 10 years from now. But what I say, the truth vibrates the fastest, will someday take plant and allow you to help other people.
That's really powerful. That's really powerful. What I see as a mutual point between all the influencers is that they are working from social media. They are focusing more on social media. And you are one of the voices that you focus more on social media. For everyone who's listening to this, I think you are very early in the process of internet. From the early 90s, as I heard in London Real, you got connected with internet. We are kind of new to this social media stuff. I just want to know how the process is going to start for someone who all he's got is a passion, some talents, nothing more, no money. They got a mobile phone and the internet. How this guy can start?
Great question. So I believe in the stage theory, and the stage theory has 4 different steps to start. The first is start capturing what you do, who you are. You know, for example, in America, there's a woman named Dr. Pimple Popper. And so her passion is popping pimples. Not something that I enjoy, but people around the world. But she has millions and millions of subscribers, and she built a brand by capturing what she does and then modifying it to all the different platforms that exist today and will exist tomorrow, and then amplifying it through all the different channels of people who also believe in what you do. It could be anything from painting fingernails to popping pimples to sports to esports to happiness, like me. After you capture, modify, amplify, just remember that everything that you post is perpetual. So the bigger your brand gets, the more it works in your favor. So for example, I did London Real about a year ago. More people watch London Real today than watched it a year ago. It has more power today than it did a year ago. So if you're just starting off and you have your phone and your internet, capture as much as you can. Learn to modify it for the different platforms so people watch it more. Amplify it through all the channels according to the people you want to attract or the frequency that you listen to. And then remember the perpetual nature that, you know, it takes 90% of the time to get to 25% of the way there in a brand. The next 5% will get you to 50% of the way there. The last 5% will get you to 100%. The problem is 99% of the people quit before they're 25% of the way there. Another 99% quit on the next 5%, which leaves only the 1% of the 1% who are consistent and persistent in pursuing their potential and building their.
Do you think that the fact that they are not consistent is because that they are not authentic? Do you think that authenticity is the key here, or what?
I think it's more in just the fact that I think a lot of unauthentic people are consistent because they just play the same stuff and the same lies. They oversell, they back end sell, they stand in front of cars they don't own, they stand in front of houses they don't own, and they say things they don't believe. I think the authentic people aren't consistent because they haven't built up enough of a repertoire and they don't feel good about lying, cheating, overselling, and back end selling. So they don't have enough that's authentic. So one of the things that I tell people to do is make sure that you're learning and learning stories, how to teach lessons, because the more lessons you have to teach and the more stories you have to tell according to what you want to teach, the more content you'll have and the more consistent you'll be. Now, what I would suggest if you don't have a lot of authentic content is find other people's content that relates to yours and post it with yours. So, you know, your favorite quotes, your favorite meme, your favorite speakers, you know, find people that identify with you, use your channel to build an audience by posting other people's stuff that resonates with the audience that your authentic self resonates with.
That's powerful. Actually, we have so many people who know what their passion is, who know what their talents are. So it's somehow easier to monetize it while you know it. But we have, on the other hand, some people that they don't know what their passion is. What's your advice for the people who don't find out what they are passionate about? They don't know what their talent is.
Well, I'm a big what person. So I think too many people are searching for their why. And I tell people all the time, let's focus in on your what first. Take inventory of what you want personally, what you want experientially, what you want giving wise, what you want to receive every day. And remember, don't be afraid of being a hypocrite. Don't be afraid of changing your mind. Don't be afraid of learning. Don't be afraid of
That's new. That's new for me.
Yeah, I didn't know what I didn't know. So I tell people all the time, if you know what you want, you can find who has it and ask them for help. You can find how to get it by looking through a lens of productivity, accessibility, and gratitude. You can be present and do it now, and then you'll figure out why. So it goes what, who, how, now, and then why. And if you follow that procedure, I'm more than happy. I got exercises, guides, my books for free. I'll send you the whole stage theory. I'll send you all the documents you want. You just got to DM me or email me, david@dmeltzer.com. I'll be happy to send you all the templates to teach you step by step how to do this for free. No problem.
That's awesome from you. Thank you very much in advance. One point that I get asked about, and I'm sure you get asked about a lot, people know what talent is, and they keep publishing it on social media. But when it comes to monetizing it, they stop. They are either feeling ashamed of asking, or they don't know how to monetize it in general. For example, if I'm someone who's good at birds, I know different kinds of birds' name, I know their names, I know the weather they live in, everything about birds. How can I monetize it, for example?
Yeah, so for example, you want to make sure that you post all of your knowledge, awareness, lessons, and stories about birds and build a community. And then ask your community what they want, and then provide them education, whatever they want for free. And if they want special access, you can charge them for that. Or if they want taped access, or they want different things that are not offered for free that require greater attention or personalization, you can charge for that. The only nuance that I believe in is that I never charge. I only charge month to month. I guarantee profitability, and you have to be able to guarantee that the value that you're giving exceeds the value you're asking for. And if you can guarantee that the value you are giving exceeds the value you're asking for, I don't lock anybody into anything. I guarantee everything. If you want personalized access to me or additional specialized business acumen, so I do private groups and I do one-on-one coaching, but only month to month with the guarantee that I'll be profitable for you, or don't pay me and you can always ask for a refund.
Awesome. That's really powerful. When it comes to personal branding, how does that affect personal branding? I mean, the more you add value, the more your personal branding increase. Is that the way how it works?
Well, I think there's several things. One, the more people see you, the more your brand will increase. The more value in what they see, exponentially your brand will increase. So some people's brands grow just because they're omnipresent, that they're seen a lot. Even though they may be at a lower vibration or frequency and not provide a lot of value, they just have overexposure where people are used to or, like to see them. If you can do both, if you can be seen a lot and provide a lot of value, you'll exponentially grow your brand and exceed everyone's expectations. You'll get the hockey stick effect in brand compounding, I call it. You'll keep doubling your following as quickly as you can.
That's awesome. Mr. David, when it comes to Iraq and this part of the world, Kurdistan, we might have some issues with being seen, for example, especially when it comes to ladies and stuff like that. How can someone compensate that if you don't want to be seen because you are a lady, or because you are from a conservative family, or because whatever the reason is? How do you compensate being seen?
Well, audio is growing throughout the world, including in America. We have something called Clubhouse, which is the latest and greatest. There's also podcasting, which is audio, very seen. There's also just quotes and still, pictures and memes that you can utilize. Remember, your being is a frequency, and if someone can't see your exterior look, your exterior videos, looks, etc., there's many ways to connect and have credibility and emotional attachment, especially in an intimate relationship with the opposite sex, which in a lot of countries is an issue as I've traveled around the world. So I say utilize the forms of communication and just amplify those the same as you would in person.
Awesome. When you just talked about audios, I just remembered something. I used to be a teacher, and we were studying the methodology of teaching. And we had some kind of students who were visual. They could learn by seeing. But on the other hand, we had some kind of students who were auditory, and they were only able to learn from hearing. So this proves that by not being seen and just posting or audio, you can still make an impact.
Oh, very well. And writing. Look, a lot of people have built audiences by writing blogs, and historically, I love to study history because it shows human nature. How many relationships were developed, built, and born by writing love letters, right? Just writing love letters without any pictures, without any audio. Many relationships, especially in history, have been developed over a love letter. So remember, thoughts vibrate the fastest. The truth vibrates the fastest of all thoughts. And love is the fastest of all truths. It vibrates the fastest. So we want to make sure that we are providing the truth and love in everything that we think, we say, we do, we hear, we taste, we touch. I promise you, all of them work effectively to illustrate and connect us with that feeling that can help us connect to friends, family, associates, and even intimate relationships.
That's real. Back then there were no Snapchat, no nothing, but still there were true love. That's real. That's awesome. Our 20 minutes is about to be done. The last word, Mr. David Meltzer. What's your advice for the new beginners, the people who are trying very hard to forget about value, and all they do on social media is asking for the money, asking, because they are so thirsty, or they are hungry to get to the point without adding value. This is going to be my last question. What's your advice for them?
Well, I would suggest that you shift your paradigm and use a series of questions to be more interested than interesting. So don't just
that's great.
Be more interested. Ask people what they're doing today, what they like about it, what don't they like about it, how you can give service or value to them. And trust, have faith that it will come back to you. I promise you it will. I have a famous saying that says, be kind to your future self, do good deeds. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You have everything you need. All you need to do is your best to provide as much value and service to others, and have faith you'll end up somewhere better than you even imagine. I promise you, that is how I've lived my life. I've empowered other people to live their lives, and you will receive more. You can't give what you don't receive. With gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, you will inspire others to inspire others to be happy. You yourself will make more money, help more people, and have more fun.
You taught us to be gratitude, and you don't know how grateful I am for this interview. Thank you very much, Mr. David Meltzer. We were honored. As on behalf of everyone who's watching, thank you very much for your valuable time. It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Reach out to me at David Meltzer or david@dmeltzer.com. I'm happy to help you free. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So جماعة بابي كينو بكردكي خوما لو أنا توسي إسعاج بك هدهم ويبوتان ترجمة كم يجلس لك بويا كرتيك يستا ليرة باسكين أما طبعا كومنتا كام كم وبزانم شتەکان چۆن ڕۆشت چۆن بوو بەلاتانەوە ئەوانەتان کە تێگەشتن پرسیارەکان پرسیارێکی تیا بوو کە پرسیاری دڵی ئێوە بێت و کرابێت و معلوماتان وەرگرت بێ حەزەکەم گوێم لە کۆمنتەکانتان ببینم. ئۆکەی سپاس بوو ئەو هەموو چاو و دڵ و ستە. وەڵای ڕاستەکەی کاک بەڵێن کەم بوو بەڵام عادەتەن کاتی ئەوانیش مەحدودە لەبەرەوە تەنیا 20 دقە مۆعیدمان بوو لەگەڵیا بۆیە دامان خستەوە بە داوای لێبوردنەوە بەسی تر خۆ دەزانی کاتەکە ئێوان تۆزێک دیاری کراوە هەرچەندە لا ئێوان حساب بکەمەوە بە ساعات 8 بەیانی یان 9 بەیانیە بۆیە کاتەکەمان تەنیا ئەوە نەبوو. بەعام باسەکەمان لەسەر بابەتی سوشیال میدیا و بابەتی پرسنەل براندین بوو. سوشیال میدیا پرسنەل براندین ئەمانە چین؟ قسەکەی دەیڤید مێلزەر لەسەر ئەوەیە ئەڵێ تۆ ئەگەر توانا و لێهاتوویەکت هەیە وەرە ئەم توانا و لێهاتوویە ئەکاونتێکی بۆ دروستکە باشە لەم ئەکاونتە بە بەردەوامی شت بڵاوکەرەوە بە بەردەوامی شت بڵاوکەرەوە بەردەوامی شت بڵاوکەرەوە هەتاوەکو ئەو کەسانە و لێکۆوە بێتەوە کە ئەهلی ئەو مەجالێتن بۆ نەم پرسیارم کرد مەگەر من کەسێک بم حەز و هیوایەتی من تەیر و تیور و ئاژەڵ و ئەم شتانە بێت هەموو شارەزایەکم هەبێت لە هەموو نۆعەکانی باڵندە و ئەوە چۆنم شتە بکەم بە بزنس. ئەسڵەکەی وایە بە بەردەوامی کۆنتێنت بڵاوکەیتەوە لە سۆشیال میدیاکەتەوە لەسەر ئەو مەجالی کە تۆ تیایە شارەزای بە بەردەوامی معلومات ببەخشی زانیاری شت بڵاوکەیتەوە ڕەسم بڵاوکەیتەوە وێنە بڵاوکەیتەوە زۆرترین value makes the difference value جیاوازیەکە دروست دەکات زۆرترین value زۆرترین بەها ببەخشی بە فۆلۆوەرەکانت دوای ئەوە وردە ئەمێ ئەبێ بە بزنسێک ئەبێ بە براندێک کە داوای شتی تایبەتت لێکەم بۆ نموناڵێ باشە تۆ زۆر زیرەکی لە مۆزوعی تەیر و ئەو شتانەیە وەرە سێریکە و باڵندەی من کە بزانە کێشەی چێ یا چ جۆرێکی باڵندی وەرحاڵ هەموو پرسیارێک لێکە کە بوو بە سێرڤیسی خاص ئەو کاتە ئەتوانی بیکەی بە بزنس پارەی لێوە پێیاکەی و ئەمە ئۆتۆماتیکیە بێ بەوەی کە پرسنەل براندی تۆ دروستکە. پرسنەل براند یانەوەی کە خۆت ببی بە براندەکە تۆ سەرۆک زەهرا دوونە ئەمانە ببن بە براند خۆت ببی بە براندەکە خەڵک بڵێ ئەهاوە فڵان کەسە ئەوە مەستانە ئەیناسم خۆ دەبی بە براندەکە کە خۆت ببی بە براندەکە هەست بزنسێ بکەی سەرکەوتووە بچکە خۆت براندەکە دروست کردەوە پرسنەل براندەکەیە کە زۆر گرنگە. بەعمومەن مەبەستەکە لەسەر ئەوە بوو کە هەر شتێک ئەگەر هیچ پارەیەکت نییە وە سەرەتای پرۆسەکەتە ئینتەرنێتت هەیە مۆبایلێکت هەیە هیچی تر نییە چۆن دەستکەی بە بزنسە ئەوەیە کە بیدۆزیتەوە لە چیا باشی ئەو شتە بکەی بە پیجێک بیکەی بە پۆستێک بە بەردەوامی پۆست و زانیاری بڵاوکەیتەوە هەتا وردە پرسنەل براندێک دروست دەکەیت. لە مۆزوعەیە گرنگترین شتەوەیە کە نابێ پەلەو بێ و نابێ پەلەی پارە بێ کۆتا پرسیار کە زۆر بەلامۆ گرنگ بوو ئەو بوو بۆ ئەو کەسانێکی ئانەوێ یەکسەر پارە پێیاکەن بێەوەی هیچ بەهایەک ببەخشن بە چواردەور ئەمە ئەوانن کە یانوێ لە پڕە بن بە کوڕێ ئەگەر هیچ پارەیەک نییە تۆ لە سۆشیال میدیا وردە دەست پێ بکەی بەڕاستی ئەوە ڕێگایەکی باش نییە کە تۆ بتوێ هەرچی هەیە بیفرۆشێ بێ ڤالیو زیاکەی بۆ خەڵک بێ بۆ ڕانکاری قیتە سەر ژیانی خەڵک لەو معلوماتی کە ئەیزانی بەشی خەڵکی لێبەی زانیاری ببەخشیتەوە و زۆر دڵنیابی لەوەی کە ئەو بڕێک پارەکەمەی کە دەست دەکەوێت لە پیجەکەتەوە لە شتێکە لە شتەوە کە پرسنەل براندی خۆتەوە تایاکەی ئەو معلوماتی کە ئەیبەخشی زۆر زیاتر بێت لە پارەکە. کاتێ ئەمە کرد کاتێ معلوماتت بەخشی زۆرترین زانیاری و بەخشی بە چواردەور ئۆتۆماتیکی لە ڕێگایەکی ئیلاهیەوە پارەکە و هەر بۆیە مشتری و هەر بۆیە چکە تۆ معلوماتت بەخشیوە تۆ شتێکت بەخشیوە خوای گەورە شتێکت هەر پێیاتەوە بۆیە نابێت پەلت بێ لە مۆزوعی پارەکەیە. بە ئەم پرۆسەکە ئاوا دەست پێکا بوو هەموو ئەوانەتان کاتانەوێت لە سفرەوە دەست پێکەن لە سۆشیال میدیاوە دەست پێکەن سۆشیال میدیا فریە پارەی داخڵبوونی ئەم یاریە فریە 1 سنتی تێ ناچێت تەنیا پارەی ئینتەرنێتەکە و نەبێ کە ئێساوەزان بە 15-20 هزار ئینتەرنێتە پڕەکەیتەوە هەمووشتان مادام دانیشتوی گوێ لە منەگری ئینتەرنێتە هەیە هەمووتان مادام دانیشتوی گوێ لە منەگری کاتە مۆبایلێکی مواصفاتت هەیە بۆ تۆ ئەتوانی لەم شۆوە دەستکەی و زەنگین میدیاش هەموو کاتێک ئامادەیە بۆ هەچ هاوکاریەک کە ئێوە پێویستیتان پێوە بێ کەلعادا ئێمە بەردەوامین لە بەخشینی ڤالیو لە بەخشینی بەها بۆ هەموو کەسانی کە دانیشتون و گوێمان لە یەکدەن هیوادارم لەو 20 دقەیە توانی بێتم سوودێ بگەێنم ئیشەڵڵا محاولەکەین ئەم جۆرە لایڤانە بانکێشکردنی کەسانی بەناوبانگی وەکو دەیڤید مێلزەر
ئەکاونتەکەی هەیە ئیمێڵەکەشی دانا پەیوەندی پێوە بکەن کەسێکی زۆر 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 خاکیە کەسێکی زۆر 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 سادەیە جوابتانەیەتەوە بە دڵنیاییەوە ئەتوان معلوماتی زۆر باشی دەوردن ئەکاونتەکەی فۆلۆکەن دڵنیام زانیاری زۆر زۆر باشی لێوەرەگرن وەکو من چۆن خۆم چەند ساڵە زانیاری باشی لێوەرەگرم و یەکێ لەو خەونانم ئەوە ئێستا ئەم شەو هاتە دی کە ئەوە بوو دانیشتن لەگەڵ کەسایەتێکی گەورەی وەکو دەیڤد مێلزەر هیوادارم بە هەردووکمان توانی بێتمان لە ماوەی ئەو 20 دقیقە نیو سەعاتەیە ڤالیوێک بەهایەک زیادکەین بۆ سەر ژیانی ئێوە و کاتێکی خۆش بەسەر سەر و بەسەر چاوم حاولاکەم سەیڤیکەم خواتان لەگەڵ